Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor was born on April 21, 1926, in London. She was the first daughter of the Duke and Duchess of York, later becoming King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, who later received the title the Queen Mother. When her father, King George VI, became monarch in 1936 after the abdication of his brother Edward VIII, Elizabeth and her sister Margaret became the focus of special attention. Elizabeth grew up during World War II, spending part of her childhood in evacuation and receiving an education that blended traditional royal upbringing with practical experiences, including military training and participation in charitable activities. In 1947, Elizabeth married Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, with whom she had 4 children: Charles, Anne, Andrew, and Edward. Queen Elizabeth II ascended to the throne on February 6, 1952, following the death of her father, George VI. From that moment, she became the longest reigning monarch in British history, with her reign lasting more than 70 years, making her one of the most famous and respected world leaders. Elizabeth II became queen at the age of 25 and led the United Kingdom during a time of significant change. Throughout her reign, many major reforms were implemented, changing the political and social landscape of the country, including the process of decolonization when many countries of the British Empire gained independence. One of the significant events of her reign was the United Kingdom's entry into the European Economic Community, the precursor to the European Union, in 1973, as well as numerous meetings with world leaders. Her reign also witnessed major historical events, such as the Cold War, the fall of the Berlin Wall, wars in the Middle East, and other important global events. Queen Elizabeth remained a symbol of stability and tradition, supporting the role of the monarch as a symbol of unity and national identity. Interesting facts. Long reign. At the time of her death in 2022, Queen Elizabeth II was the longest reigning monarch in British history and the longest reigning female monarch in world history. Her reign lasted more than 70 years. First monarch to visit China. In 1986, Queen Elizabeth II became the first British monarch to visit China, symbolizing the beginning of a new era in relations between the two countries. The Queen and science. Elizabeth II was one of the first women in the world to obtain a pilot's license. In 1945, she passed her driving test and learned to drive a car. Later, she also became a fan of horses and actively participated in equestrian sports. Royal family secrets. Although the Queen was a public figure, her personal life remained hidden from the public eye. However, there were many complicated situations in her family, such as crises with her children, e.g. divorces, which sometimes became the subject of public discussions. Respect for British traditions. Queen Elizabeth II was known for her deep respect for traditions and ceremonies. She participated in most state ceremonies and often initiated significant events. She was not only the monarch but also a symbol of unity for the nation, upholding ceremonies established over centuries. Scandals and rumors. Family problems. While the Queen remained a model of public diplomacy, her family went through several major crises. For example, the divorces of her children, Prince Charles and Princess Diana, as well as Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, generated numerous rumors and public debates. The public was especially concerned about Prince Charles's personal life, which included his marriage to Diana and their subsequent divorce, creating tension within the royal family. Princess Diana. One of the most scandalous stories related to the royal family was the tragic story of Princess Diana. Her divorce from Prince Charles and her death in a car accident in 1997 sparked a media frenzy, and there were long discussions about the Queen's role and her familial duties. Many criticized the Queen for not offering Diana the support she needed during the difficult moments of her life. Prince Andrew and the Epstein scandal. Prince Andrew, the second son of the Queen, found himself at the center of a scandal related to his association with financier Jeffrey Epstein, who was accused of sexual crimes. In 2019, Prince Andrew faced allegations of sexual misconduct, which led to his stepping back from royal duties. The scandal remained a topic of discussion in the British press for a long time. Rumors about the Queen's health. As Queen Elizabeth II aged, rumors and discussions about her health became a frequent topic. The press often speculated about her condition, especially following long pauses in her public appearances and illnesses she experienced in her later years. Legacy and influence. Queen Elizabeth II left behind a significant legacy. Her long reign became a symbol of stability and continuity, despite the enormous changes happening around the world. She was a central figure in maintaining the British monarchy and ensuring its relevance in the 21st century. Elizabeth personified constitutional monarchy, where her role was primarily ceremonial, but she remained an important symbol of unity for the nation. She also played a key role in international politics, maintaining important diplomatic relations and often representing the United Kingdom on the world stage. At the same time, she was not only a public figure, but also a true symbol for the British people, who experienced wars, crises, and global changes. Conclusion. Queen Elizabeth II was not just a monarch, but a historical figure whose life and reign left an indelible mark on world history. She lived through some of the most significant events of the 20th and 21st centuries, demonstrating a commitment to duty and devotion to her role. With her passing in 2022, the United Kingdom and the world lost not just a queen, but a figure who had become a symbol of stability, tradition, and resilience.